Ingress usually has mission days in large cities, but this time they decided to have mission day at sea. It was a cruise with about a little over 100 Ingress players. These are our pictures and video from that cruise.
This is stateroom 8566. It's an upgrade. It's our balcony room. This is the balcony. Ooh. Not really great weather today, but that's okay. So, we got little chairs out there. Nice bed, lamps. I was going to film before we threw our stuff down, but that didn't happen. Our baggage isn't here either. So I got a little couch, a little telephone. Ooh. There's a bathroom on the other side of that mirror. And we got a desk which is already covered with stuff. Oh, some water for us. That's good. TV, little refrigerator down there. Nice stuff. And this is our shower, toilet, sink, and all the goodies. Looks like a hotel room or RV, one of the two. So anyway, that's our stateroom. And that's back out to the hall. Adventures at Sea.
It's difficult at sea to tell what day of the week it is, so they kindly wrote the day of the week on the floor of the elevator and changed it every day for us. This is our table in the dining room.
And the dining room before anybody gets here. This is level 5 of the dining room. Level 4 is right there. Level 3 right there. Right? Level 4 and the other side of level 5.
First day with my new GoPro, I wanted to try it out, so I strapped it to the rail of our balcony and took a stop-action photo of the first sunrise. This is shown about 1,200 times actual speed.
The first day of the cruise, we spent wandering the ship, just finding different things. We found the arcade. We had a credit there. We went to the promenade, which is the 5th level. They got a stairwell that goes up and down about 3 different levels. It's kind of attractive there. A lot of places to eat, all kinds of different food. Of course, they've got a big screen TV right outside the pool. That's where we watched football. Out on the bow of the ship, the Titanic kind of scene, and helipad is the same place. And basically, we passed by Cuba just before we pulled into our first stop at Grand Cayman.
Since Grand Cayman does not have a pier, we had to take these little tenders into shore and board the buses from there. The buses took us out to our first stop in hell on the way to the turtle farm. The turtle farm was interesting, but it was a little bit reminiscent of a zoo, and these turtles are raised there. Some are set free, and some are sold to the food industry. Delicacy there. The second place we went on Cayman Islands was the stingray swim. Much more fun was had there. There's a big sandbar off the coast of the Cayman Islands that these boats go out to. There's about a 20-minute ride out of the boat. And they just back up to this sandbar and let people play around with the stingrays. We got some good video here, and here we got some pretty nice GoPro shots as well. This was definitely the highlight of the cruise. Some of the GoPro shots are a little jerky later on because we were actually recording in fast motion, so I had to slow it down, and it makes it kind of jerky because you lose some frames. I'm going to laugh because this guy you see jumping out of the water is about a 25-year-old man who was scared to death of the stingrays. His boyfriend was holding him up.
I should mention that they told us that a lot of these stingrays, actually most of them, have been caught and their barbs have been cut off. So there are maybe a few wild ones in there, but for the most part, they are not going to harm people. Besides, they come here to get fed, and the guys bring shrimp out to feed them, so everybody gets along pretty well.
This is one of the tour guides who's actually catching one of these stingrays and then holds it for people to feed or feel or whatever they feel like doing with the stingrays. It was a lot of fun. At the end of our stingray experience, we jumped on the boat and went back to the cruise ship and found this in our stateroom. Each day when we came back from our shore excursions, we found a different animal sitting on the bed. It was formal night, so we got dressed up in our best duds and headed out for dinner and a show. We couldn't film the show, so I just took a picture of the ice skating rink that was there. After that, it was on to our next destination of Costa Maya. We arrived at Costa Maya and got off at the port of Puerto Maya. We knew we were going to see ruins, but I was surprised to see the first pyramid there was actually under construction. Turns out it's an amusement park under construction.
After a 2-hour bus ride through what they called the jungle, we arrived at Kuhulik Mayan ruins in the pouring rain. It didn't rain the whole time we were there, but it was certainly raining when we got there. Kuhulik is the site of a metropolis that was built and occupied from about 500 to 1200 AD, and it apparently has gone through a number of transitions. There's quite a few structures here, actually palaces, residential structures, all built in a pyramid style. And these people build their pyramids solid, not like the Egyptians where there's rooms inside. It's all solid inside. There's also a plaza that they think was used to play games or to test people uh, between tribes and that kind of thing. Our tour guide was of Mayan descent, so he was pretty proud of his history. The site's been vandalized quite a bit too. Some of these faces you can see are missing, and they've found some things that vandals have taken, but they were never able to figure out where they came from. In 2 hours, back to the ship, and we went back aboard and found our elephant waiting. We actually had a class that evening where they taught us how to make some of these towel animals that the cabin people make for us every day. Quite interesting. We got a brochure if we ever want to try that. Anyway, there was some shows that night, which we went to, and then finally on to our next destination of Cozumel. We didn't have any shore excursions scheduled when we were in Cozumel, so we basically just wandered around the city Lots of tourist attraction things, supposedly native dancers, sitting around Margaritaville, watching the staff dance. And
We're in the port of Cozumel on the stern of our ship. There's a bunch of other Carnival cruise ships parked in the port as well. We walked to right there. That's where our pier goes. That's the dock. It goes to our boat. Margaritaville right there. Bubba Gump's. And Cozumel, just basically it's built up along the shore. That's about it. Definitely a tourist attraction. That's Cozumel. We're leaving in about 30 minutes.
this is our last meal on the ship, last dinner anyway. So the wait staff, they all grab napkins and have a parade around the dining room. It was interesting and nice to watch. We didn't get served anything while they were doing this. It was still fun. Tradition, I guess.
There goes our fearless leader.